Welcome, everyone, to this edition of Carol Worldwide. I think our security is back and buttoned up. Our web experts are taking care of things. And
because we got hacked last week?
Yeah.
By another podcast. Yeah, that was a radio station.
I don't know what
FM signal thing.
But any rate, how are the roads?
They're great, Sherri. How are the roads?
You know, actually, the light is out at 27 in Maine.
No kidding. Again?
It is. I'm not even kidding. This is not a joke. On my way here.
I heard. I bet it was because of an accident at full moon. But otherwise, how are the roads, Dennis?
I don't know. They're roads. They are subject of much discussion.
Way too much discussion.
How are they?
I don't know. How are the roads?
I found the roads to be roady.
They were adequate for my purposes of conveyance.
I was able to make it here on time.
You did. I think we all made it on time. I mean, Randy lives here.
Yes.
So.
Uh-oh.
I have a futon and a TV. It's all I need.
Now people know where we record.
That's like Carol Worldwide Towers. At Carol Worldwide Towers, 101 Main Street.
So during the peak of the snowstorm, the statistic was 39 hours of winter weather, 30 collisions.
Wow.
Yes.
That's impressive.
So that's less than one collision an hour. I think we can do better.
I think we could say one collision per hour. Yeah.
No, we can't, because that'd be 39 collisions.
Which tells me that the question how are the roads was never answered.
Well,
even though it was asked 39 times per hour.
It doesn't count the accidents which were not reported as well, because I know my uncle got rear-ended, and
was he in a car accident?
Well, funny you should say that.
Sorry,
but he'd actually really appreciate that, being rear-ended. That is, he was rear-ended in a parking lot, and I got one of those really big like F-150 trucks, and the car that actually ran into him, he had no damage whatsoever, but the car that ran into him, his trailer hitch like went into their hood and totally screwed the car up. So there's accidents that weren't reported. You know that too.
So
okay, I think we could say one per hour at least.
At least.
Okay. Official statistics, we got black market accidents too. So the roads were bad. Is that our conclusion?
I have no idea. The question was never answered.
No, you know what? The question needs to be, how are the drivers?
Well, you got to survey a lot of people to get the answer to that.
The drivers are terrible. It's not the roads.
Speaking of bad driver decision making, I saw someone post online about not scraping off your roof and having the snow fly at people.
That's a real pet peeve.
Yeah, that's a problem.
It is.
Because a big hunk of ice was going up 140 east, and a big piece of ice flew off a car and hit my car. No damage, but still.
Yeah, you got to be careful. I mean, I try to take all of it off, but, I mean, there's some stuff that's just frozen on completely. Like, I make sure all the loose stuff is gone, but after an ice storm, like, how long would it take? I don't even know how to get the roof to be completely debris-free. Like if it's ice, not if it's snow. If it's snow, you have a brush and a scraper and you're done.
Yeah, let the car warm up a little bit. You can tap it off with something plastic. It's not hard.
I have this great thing. It's actually sort of like a rubber. It's like styrofoam almost, like the thing that pool floaties are made out of. And it's this thing that it's got a telescopic handle, so I can take it and scrape the snow off and not damage the paint on my car. That was a Christmas gift. I like a practical Christmas gift.
That's a good one.
It is.
Were you sarcastically describing an ice scraper?
No, it's not.
No, it's more than an ice scraper.
It's more than a scraper. No.
Okay, just checking.
It's supposed to like get the car snow free without damaging the car.
So
you can't just take a snow shovel to your car.
No, you can't. It's made out of the stuff that like a pool floaty is made out of. So it doesn't scratch the paint on your car.
Okay.
It's really cool.
Maybe Randy's never been in a pool before.
Oh well, I guess that's possible. Have you ever had a pole floaty?
A pole floaty. Wow. Did you get that from your uncle?
Yes, I did. My uncle has a very nice pole.
But so the other thing that emerged that I hadn't been aware of was a thing is the Facebook page Carroll County School Predictions. That I don't know if it's
that's a thing.
I don't know if it's satire.
It started as satire for sure, and not too long ago. How many followers did you say it has now?
It has close to 7,000 likes, which is roughly 35 times the number of likes that we have.
Yeah.
Yeah, roughly.
Give or take.
Yeah. So that's a thing, and I think people seem to treat it like a real talking point.
They're sharing it. They're treating it as news. I think
it's just someone making an intelligent estimate, right? It's just a person.
Yeah, I think I know who is behind it.
Oh.
I'm not 100% sure, but he is a science teacher at Carroll County Public Schools.
Oh.
And it would make a lot of sense if it was him. He's
you
the
gonna-
first person that ever showed it to me.
Are you going to confront him about it?
I may confront him about it, yes.
Yeah, we confront implies there's some, like, aggression. Are you going to, like...
Why not?
Oh, we could, maybe we could do a segment that's like our own To Catch a Predator. To catch Carroll County school predictions.
To catch Carroll County satire people.
Sit down right here.
There's one for Baltimore County too, and people are religious about it. They like put the money on the line with these predictions.
They bet?
Yeah, they're like, hey, yeah, I know I'm not having school tomorrow, so I can go out and get rip-roaring drunk. Yeah, teacher.
The students or the parents?
Parents, teachers, not the students.
Because the students would get high. They're not going to get drunk.
Yeah, they're not going to get drunk. That's an old people thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that drinking was so passé for the kids these days.
Yeah, they don't really like it so much.
Calories.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, you eat a lot of stuff after you get high, though, so.
Well, they're poor and they can't afford food, so they just need to stew in it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we've been really focusing on how are the roads and the memes, but did you see the national news story that's going to bubble up and impact us greatly? That BB&T and SunTrust are merging. The reason why this is a big deal is I think the preliminary thought is they are going to have a new bank name. There will be no more BB&Ts, no more BBTs to be built. It'll just be a forgotten joke.
I don't think the meme will ever die. KFC didn't die.
Well, KFC still exists.
The best memes around here are all based on initials and acronyms and things like that. KFC, BB&T.
BBT.
Why do you say BBT?
Because I think everyone always puts BBT down.
Because they're too lazy to do the shift and the ampersand.
But that makes it even funnier. It's not even... There's no BBT. It's always BB&T. But there's not going to be any BB&T soon. No BBT, no BB&T. What's going to be left? But
we don't know what it's going to be called?
I don't think we know yet.
So two banks in Carroll County are merging, or they're two national banks are merging.
I think they're technically regional banks, but yeah, I mean, they're big banks.
So there's going to be like 83 branches of whatever is coming up.
Well,
Just in Westminster, just on Englar Road.
I mean, we already got BBT and BBT beta across the street from one another, and we just got to plot out the SunTrusts.
What does the BB&T stand for in BB?
Branch Banking and Trust Company.
Oh, so Sun Branch or
Sun Branch, Branch Sun.
Branch Sun?
You could call it Trust.
Trust Branch.
I like Trust.
Yeah.
Trust Sun Branch.
Yeah, I would like SunTrust to merge with Burger King, so it could be Sun King.
Oh, that would be nice.
A little Aztec theme.
Yeah.
I'm in. I'm in. So everyone get your BB&T in while you can right now. Cause
The Cult could do their theme song. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Can we steal that song?
No. I can sing it for you if you like.
Randy can sing.
Ready?
I'll
I cut that
pass.
out. I edited it.
I'll
so.
pass. Randy, you're holding on to a piece of paper that's near and dear to your heart.
Yes.
Do you want to talk about it?
I have a PSA for the community, for all
What
of
does
Carroll
PSA
County.
stand for?
Public service announcement.
Okay, so
The
we are
more you know.
We're public servants then.
Yes, we are.
Right now we are.
Okay.
Anyway, just FYI, bringing a little beauty and culture into Carroll County, March 11th, 2019, at Roop's Mill on 1019 Tawnytown Pike. They're having the Endless Beauty first annual hair show from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. On Saturday, March 11th, going to be a bunch of educators, people talking about hair. If you're into hair, if you're a beauty professional, or just interested in it, go to artisticedgesalonanspa.com for info and tickets.
Is this a non-profit event or is this like a for-profit event?
I believe it is a for-profit event.
Okay. But it's interesting.
Not a government organization.
So you'll be attending, right? Because you're really into your hair.
No, I will not be attending that particular event.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Thanks for making me look bad.
Oh, you look good, Randy. That's the whole point.
I meant figuratively.
Randy's into people doing his hair.
Oh.
He's not interested in other people's hair.
Oh,
It's not his thing.
I do have a team.
you have a team.
He has a
Team
wardrobe.
Randy.
Do you have a wardrobe person?
Westminster Barbershop, conveniently located.
All right.
Town Mall, smoke free.
So go do that if hair is your thing, which it's clearly not mine since I don't do crap with mine. So okay, we had some exciting, or maybe two exciting things. We had a bank robbery.
Yes. Now,
You seemed
Yes.
unsure.
that was I was trying to
It
tie
was
in a
last
joke with
Friday or Saturday, right? Was it last Friday?
Friday, yeah.
Yeah.
And then like a separate story happened that was related. Guns drawn on somebody at the Plum Crazy parking lot, but it turned out to be it wasn't the perpetrator. It was somebody they thought was the perpetrator who fit the description, and it wasn't him. So
You'll
So-
bite it once, you'll kiss it twice.
not that one.
Wait a minute. So the person who drew the gun
No,
was...
cops had guns drawn on what they thought was a suspect of the bank robbery.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay.
But it just
okay.
wasn't him.
Okay, I was confused.
As far as I know, the robber is still at large.
Ooh.
Still at large.
So we've got a criminal in our community, a bank robber.
Nah, could have come from Baltimore. Could have come from
oh.
Massachusetts. You never know.
Yeah, you never know. Why would you
don't
rob a
think-
bank in your own town?
Carroll County doesn't breed criminals.
Well, no, if it had been a Carroll County
Honest ones, it does.
Yeah, if a Carroll County criminal had done it, they would have posted on Facebook
Right.
that I was just robbing the bank to buy the heroin to make my millions.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
It's like, that's
Making it rain.
Gotta make it honest. I didn't put this in my notes, but I noticed something interesting. Did you see the post from CarrollCounty.life where they had shared like the most wanted criminals?
Yes.
And they used like a stock image of police cars, but like all the commentary revolved around the fact that they like did Baltimore County or Baltimore City police cars. And, like
Yes.
people were taking great umbrage about this.
Yes.
Which is like funny to me because I just don't think if you search Google Images, there's probably not like a great police car lineup of Carroll County sheriffs.
Right. Never mind that a rapist lives next door to you that you just found out. It's that stock image that you're upset about.
Hey, look, we got to keep integrity in
Authenticity.
our stock images. Shout out Carroll County.life for constantly summarizing our shows that we're too lazy to summarize ourselves. You know,
Yes.
they're really on top of things.
Yes.
But I think it's a really informative thing, and it's just haters gonna hate, right? No one wants to be the doer. Everyone wants to be the hater.
Exactly.
So anyway,
Don't hate the murderer, hate the game.
That's right.
That's the old saying.
I think that's basically saying, speaking of criminals, you've got a traffic cone report.
Really?
Oh,
Is there
yes,
an update?
Yes, there is. And I think this is a good topic for Judge Dennis. Last week, we talked about the good people of Mediterranean had posted a surveillance video of someone stealing a traffic cone. You know where Mediterranean is located? It's located on the corner of Main Street and Pennsylvania Avenue.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yes.
Well, a photo was posted on Westminster Online Light. It's unclear if it came from Union Street or Pennsylvania Avenue, but it's very close to Mediterranean. Have you seen it, Sherri?
I have not. No.
Okay, I'll
So
show
are
you.
you authenticating this as a Westminster picture? Cause
Oh, yeah. I am
Westminster-
authenticating it.
Okay, because Westminster Online Light does have a bunch of fibbers sometimes.
No, at least 10 people had.
Oh my God! There's
showing-
the traffic cone.
I'm showing Sherri the
is
picture.
there is a traffic cone.
Yes. All right. Someone on Pennsylvania Avenue or Union Street built a snowman and used a traffic cone for the hat. So
near proximity to Mediterranean.
Yep. And a traffic cone.
Yeah. So are you saying, are they guilty? What are you
Are
asking
they
Judge Dennis?
Are they guilty of stealing the traffic cone?
So what I would do in this situation is I would authorize the issuance of a warrant to investigate the cone and authenticate it as the possible object that was stolen. That's what I would do. Oh man, my
What is that noise? That music? Is it the end of the show?
That's the end of the show, everybody. We are done.
That's Dennis's alarm to remind him that it's Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Did you guys forget?
Did you get a
You
card
both
like?
have wives.
Wait a minute. Did Dennis get a card?
We had wives.
Did Dennis get a card like "You are guilty of being my wife" or something like that?
Oh yeah, I've got that all over the place. The best thing I think to do Valentine's Day is I believe Pornhub Premium is free today.
I don't know.
Oh,
What is
that's
Pornhub?
nice.
I've never heard of that.
Liar.
Randy is such a liar.
You guys are trying to get off track. Let's get back to the topic. Is this the perpetrator? Did you render your verdict?
My verdict is I'm issuing a warrant.
Okay, so it's a mistrial. Like we're in court right now.
That's just circumstantial. You can't You can't do anything about that until we know for sure that that's the correct cone.
Do you have attorneys now, Judge Dennis? Is Sherri your counsel?
Well, I guess.
Oh wait. Okay. So are we?
No, no, we're not.
I'm going to say guilty.
We're not doing that. No.
I'll jump to conclusions.
I don't.
Do you want to?
There's
jump to
not enough
conclusions,
evidence.
Matt?
I mean, there's not enough evidence.
That's my cardio for the day. I'm jumping to conclusions.
Unless that car that was in the video is parked in that driveway.
That would be good circumstantial.
That would be, really good circumstantial evidence.
There is no car in this picture.
Okay,
Yeah.
so, there's traffic. I have a traffic cone in my driveway.
Enhance. I think it's look. It is extremely good circumstantial evidence. It's certainly enough to get a witch hunt, but not a guilty verdict.
Okay, so not guilty then.
Not guilty.
Okay.
Got to do a
Decision
mistrial
rendered.
and double jeopardy. We can't ever bring it up again. You just wasted your one bite of the apple.
So
Just
it's going to be a
saying.
moot point anyway.
As long as it's not a pear. So,
Because I don't like pear.
I've heard that.
are you impaired?
Yeah, but hey, the Gouda Buddha can come with. Is it the same with avocado? Is everything still as good?
What's a different
'Cause-
sandwich?
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, one little thing can make it different.
I think, I mean, I don't always.
Wait, are you telling me a pear and avocado are different ingredients?
Yeah.
Oh.
Pear is sweet and crunchy.
I don't always strongly recommend that people put avocado on paninis.
Oh.
Because
Interesting.
it
Interesting.
tends to change the texture and not so much the taste of the avocado, because I think you think of that as something that you want fresh and cool and delightful, not crushed in a panini sandwich.
The panini's got a tough exterior.
But a lot of people do that, and I always say to them, "Are you sure that's what you want?" And when they say absolutely sure, I say, "I'm happy to put it in there for you."
Okay.
Yeah, she
We're
is.
very accommodating.
You are
Yes.
Birdie's Coffee House.
So, where do I want to jump to next? My jump to topics, Matt.
Your soups are very good too.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. They're homemade.
You're welcome.
Sometimes we run out of them because, they're
They're
homemade.
that good.
And people
People
like
sell
them.
out of things.
Yeah.
It happens.
People do.
So if you have here's my little tutorial, right? If you are at a business and there is a problem, I think first of all, I'll say it's a little different depending if it's a local business or not, right? Would you handle something differently at Chick-fil-A versus a local business?
Absolutely not.
You would not.
No.
You would go to the manager right away.
Of
either
course.
way.
If there was
Okay.
something that dissatisfying about my experience, I would address it with someone who works there.
What if it was like a carry-out experience?
I call back.
You call back.
Yeah. You have to give the establishment the chance to make it right.
Of course you do.
Would you?
Has that happened to you today? Has anybody come to you?
No,
No, not today?
today.
Okay.
No,
Continue,
not today.
Dennis, yes.
Not today.
So
Very good.
What about if it's a national chain? Would contacting corporate before you put a review up also be an acceptable
well, I mean, you only go to corporate if you don't get satisfaction at that particular entity.
So but contacting the business in general in one of its forms, generally
You
the best
have
first
to.
step.
You can't be a passive aggressive little troll and say, "I had a bad experience."
I mean, you can
without saying something. I mean, because as far as I know, as far as anyone knows, when you're in that restaurant and you literally lick your plate clean and
that
smile
wait,
and wave goodbye.
Does that happen? Have you? I don't.
Yeah.
Randy, have you ever seen a human being lick an adult human being?
Adult, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Adult
Not an
human-
adult.
Maybe
no.
it wasn't like directly licking with the tongue, but it was like the finger swipe and then the lick of the finger.
That's not very sanitary.
Yeah, I've never.
That's their problem, not mine.
I've never seen an adult human do that at a restaurant.
I mean,
I have.
I've had bad
Well,
experiences.
you go to restaurants, you get a bigger cross section.
I've had bad experience at restaurants, and I do this thing where I just forget about it and assume there was an off situation, and I'll go back. If I get like 3 bad experiences, I just won't go back. But personally, I don't think I've ever bashed another business.
Yeah, well, I've written
It's
a very
bad karma.
I've written a
It
very
is.
bad review of the Apple Store.
You can't go wrong there.
Well, I mean, no one's going to disagree with you. Who has a good experience at the Apple Store?
Exactly my point. I should read my
And yet
review.
they still run the world.
But it's really weird because if you walk in with an Apple device, someone will walk up to you and say, "Hey, Dennis, how are you?" Like they've never seen you before. They just have that GPS so down to the detail that they know where you're standing.
I wouldn't know because I don't buy Apple products, but my wife does.
Yeah,
It's
it happened to
terrible.
my wife. Somebody just walked up to her and told us, said her name, and she was like, What?
Seriously? That's
Yeah.
creepy.
I mean, it's super good service on one aspect because you don't have to do anything. But
I think it's pretty intimidating to
That's
do that to a
really,
woman.
yeah, that's really super creepy. I would be totally wigged out if that
Are
happened.
you saying women can't handle it?
I'm saying that like there are gender differences that are real, and like as a woman.
Oh, okay.
And that as like a woman, you are like it's like the now disgraced Louis C.K. skit. You're like always rolling the dice. You're like, always rolling the dice that like you and I don't have to worry about,
Right.
or we don't worry about as much because the odds are not the same.
May
That's
the
all.
odds be ever in your favor.
Okay, Hunger Games over here. So, any rate, I think we all agree you just like have to contact someone before you go on your tirade.
Yeah, I think
Well,
you would go on a tirade.
You
but-
have to at least say something to one person who works in an establishment like, hey, this wasn't the greatest. And you know what that person's going to do? They're going to say, I'm sorry. What can I do to make this better? How can I fix this?
and if they don't, then it's on them.
Then it's on them.
Until that happens, it's on the consumer.
And then you
Yes.
can run it up the flagpole if you have a problem. I have like lived and consumed and bought things in this community, for, on and off for a long time, and I've never had that kind of feedback go unsympathetically,
Of course
except
you haven't.
once. One time.
And was that at a chain? Or?
Yes.
Oh, see? Well, there you go.
It was at a chain.
You're not going to find that at a local establishment.
No, and there's plenty of times where I've had minor snafus at chains where
Because
it's
you
been
know
fine
what?
too.
We know where you live.
Okay.
We can find you.
So does the Apple Store.
So
That's
the
true.
Apple Store. So, you're talking about other business scenarios. Sears is gone. Let's let the speculation begin. What are we going to do with a building as big as Sears at the mall? I like making it a depot to launch rocket ships to the moon. How do you like that idea? We just launch people out of here. Anyone who's a troll, just send them up.
Okay.
But
I've got your first candidate.
your the popular suggestion online was bowling alley or skating rink.
No. I'm gonna denied.
I liked
Why
Randy's idea from before that we're going to
Dinosaur Park?
No, we're going to
Oh.
turn the Sears into an interactive Annie Ann's.
Yeah. There you go. But
You can make your own pretzels and eat them.
Yeah,
while
he's
you're
gonna
there.
get buttered and salted.
Yeah, or that whatever
I thought we were
gets
talking
you
about
through the
pretzels.
night.
Yeah. What? I think the more likely scenario is Burlington Coat Factory.
You've said that because your prototype mall in Hanover has it.
Exactly. That's one reason. But they just sort of seem to pop up where there's an empty building, like in Hunt Valley and.
Like a Halloween store.
They're like
Yeah.
they're like field mice.
Right. And they've got lots of overstock. I mean, I don't think there's any shortage of.
Does Burlington Coat Factory just sell Burlington coats, or are they like a coat importer of
No,
all
it's like a
types?
giant Marshalls.
Yeah, it's like the Marshalls or the TJ Maxx, but they don't just sell coats.
Oh my god!
In fact, I can't even
Seems
hardly
like
find coats there anymore.
sounds like a bad branding choice for them to be a coat factory.
It's more like
They don't even wait. So let's get this straight. Hold on, I need to break this down. They don't only sell coats. They barely sell coats, and they're not a factory.
right. They used to be.
So they are. They should just call themselves Burlingtons. They're going to pay
They should
some.
call themselves
They're going to.
Burlington '90s Rapper Shorts Factory.
Hold on. They're gonna pay some marketing company in the next 7 to 12 years $15 million to do this study.
Rebrand.
And I just came up with it, so they can cut me a check for $700,000, and I'll handle the Burlington rebrand.
There you go.
It's a Burlington account, guys.
I think it's going to be a Burlington or somebody else said it was going to be a Trader Joe's. I don't want to get people's hopes up. That's more likely to go into to Shoppers.
Is Shoppers really closing?
That's what I've heard. We talked about that, didn't we?
I know, but it still seems to be there.
Yeah.
Seems to be there. So we lost a business in Tawnytown that I never knew existed.
Yes.
Sorry, Tawnytown. If you're
But
not
wait a minute.
running guns, I'm not paying attention.
Hold on. Did we lose it because the lady, the
What business
representative?
first?
It was the I almost said the broken spoke.
Easy does it.
Easy does it bar and grill.
EZ does it.
Yes. Yeah, the letter's EZ. And she said there were some legal issues. It's on their page. I mean, the woman owner is talking about it, and they might be back. What's that?
Wait, the bar.
Would you say a man? Would you say a
Easy
man
Does
owner?
It?
Well, there's a man and woman who both own it.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
The bar is called Easy Does It.
Yes.
Easy does it.
Isn't that one of the phrases from Alcoholics Anonymous? Like
I would
one
not
day at
know.
a time, and I don't personally know either, but I'm pretty sure that's one of their little catchphrases.
Easy does it?
And then now it's a bar name. That seems cruel.
Why don't we make a bar called the 12 Steps too?
Yeah, we could do that.
I don't know. So anyway, it's not functioning at the moment.
Will you pour me a Grant Me the Serenity on rocks?
Every drink is named after one of those inspirational posters.
Yeah.
There's like the upside down
One
kitty.
day at a time drink.
And if they're clever, they'll build like a stairway of 12 steps to get into it.
I love
Okay,
it.
Or to get out of it, maybe.
Easy Does It can ask us to help them rebrand too.
They're going to have to.
Consult. So they are closed, but they may be back. What is the legal problem they have?
I do not know, and I wish I did because I have a lawyer right here sitting at the table, but I don't know the legal issue. They didn't disclose it.
Well, and that could be publicly embarrassing for them, so we need to.
Yeah, I would say if your doors are shut because of a legal problem, I don't give you a good forecast to coming back.
No,
Okay.
no, that's not cool.
I mean, I'm not blaming anybody. I'm just saying, like, it's like once it's gotten to that point, you maybe pass the point of no return.
Hey, I'm taking this I'm taking this podcast off the air for a second. Dennis, let's start Carroll County bar closing predictions and make a page.
I want no parts of closing bars. I think there should be more bars.
Bar, Carroll County bar opening predictions.
That would be way harder.
Ernie's will open today. Okay. Is that all my topics, guys? Well, everything except the best part of the show. The top 10 list. Sherri, you're so steadfast. I just can't wait to hear your 10 things.
I didn't come up with 10 this week. Mainly because I tried to focus on love and Valentine's Day, and I'm in a really bad place with all that bullshit. So I tried to come up. Maybe you guys can help me. I tried to come up with the top 10 or so reasons, or not reasons. Sorry.
As you know,
I don't even want to think about it.
I am a connoisseur of love, so I can help.
That's what I've heard. The top 10 things that you can do with your significant other, partner, lover this Valentine's Day weekend here in Carroll County.
Are you discriminating against asexuals? What if they don't have a lover?
No, I'm
so close-minded.
I don't have a lover, and I'm not going to be doing anything. So yeah, I guess.
What about people who forcibly have their own genitals removed?
Discriminating against people who have no love in their lives. F you all. You're in the same situation as me.
Wow.
I hope you're as lonely and miserable as I am.
Oh, you're not miserable. Stop it.
Well, no, I'm not miserable. Okay, so I got a couple ideas. You want to go like around the room?
Yeah, let's do round robins.
Okay.
Wait, so we're gonna have to come. We want to. We don't want to take hers. I thought she was gonna do her 6, and we were gonna round out the
She'll
list.
do one, you'll do one, and I'll do one, and we'll just go around.
It's okay. You know what? If we don't get to 10, who fucking cares? It's fucking Valentine's Day. Love.
Oh man.
I'm in a bad place, guys. Okay.
I'm uncomfortable.
All right. Here's one. You can take your loved one out for roasted peacock under glass at Boggers.
Can you really? Is that a thing?
In reference to the fire last week.
All right, here's mine.
If I have to explain it, it's definitely not funny.
You'll bite it once, you'll kiss it twice.
Ooh. That's a good one.
I have one.
Okay.
The first part's tough, but the second part.
Sit together, cook some popcorn, pour some wine, and pretend to watch a movie while you're both on your phones.
Oh, that's lovely. Yeah. Okay.
Cook popcorn? Is that what you call it? Is that what you refer to popcorn?
Did I? Well, there's many ways to I cook it in a microwave
You think,
with ceramic. So I'm
ceramic?
Fancy. Yeah.
What? Tell me how that happens. Ceramic popcorn?
Yes. Yeah. What do you call it? Those dishes, the ceramic dishes with the lids. Cornware?
A Dutch oven?
No, that's something very different.
That's his Valentine's Day.
The Corningware dishes. You put a little bit of virgin olive oil in there. You coat the bottom with popcorn kernels.
Randy's Valentine's Day involves virgins now.
Mm-hmm. And cooking them.
And then you put that in the microwave for 3.5 minutes. Perfect popcorn.
So you have like an artisanal popcorn thing. Maybe Randy's Brick Oven Bistro can have that as advertising.
Brick oven popcorn.
Brick Oven Bistro.
I'm already out of business.
Oh, Randy's Brick Oven Bistro. I love it. With the extra virgin olive oil popcorn and the artisanal beers. This place is more Brooklyn than Westminster.
Don't forget
already.
the Cure.
And
Don't forget the Cure.
And I did say last week anything from pornography and before. I really should have said anything from Head on the Door and before because that's a much better era.
Okay.
You got to include that album.
Thanks for clarifying.
You're welcome.
Yeah. We had a lot of pitchforks about that one.
All right, here's another idea. You can take a little trip to Shoppers, find a date, and hook up at the Boston Inn.
So like this is to do with your lover. So you're suggesting you find a third.
Or you could find a third, or you could do a little role play where you meet someone there and pretend you don't know them. Or, if like me, you have no love in your life, you can solicit some at the Shoppers Food Warehouse.
Yeah, Shoppers I didn't think of as a singles joint. But,
it is. Didn't you hear?
Well, I mean, I thought it was more sort of like a end of the line joint. Oh boy, now I'm on the spot.
Yeah, your turn.
I really kind of peaked with the last one, really bringing back the callback.
It was a good one.
It was a good one. Okay, I got one. You can go on a Westminster BBT tour with your special somebody.
What?
Like
go on a Westminster BBT store?
Tour.
Oh, tour.
Like a car tour.
Yeah, you can go visit all the BBTs.
Very good. My
Get all the
turn?
highlights,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Get together, Bonnie and Clyde steal a car so that you can steal some fireplaces from Walmart.
I love that idea.
As long as you tell the cops afterwards.
Yes, always be honest.
You have to be completely honest.
Yeah, if you're
about
not honest with your lover, who can you be honest with?
Your lawyer, apparently.
You can drive through the Taco Bell drive-through and get your order totally fucked up and then complain about it online. That's always fun to do together as a couple.
Okay. Well, we learned earlier today you should first start with the manager, Mr. Manager, or Mrs. Manager, or Miss Manager.
Especially if you ask for it plain.
What are we on now? 1, 2, 3.
We're on something.
4,
You're
5, 6,
You're
7,
seven.
8, 9.
I thought I was going to come up with 2, now I got to come up with 3.
Oh, you don't have
Right.
to. I got some more.
Yeah, hit us with
You
another
wanna
one.
skip? You
Yeah, hit us-
passing?
Yeah, pass.
Okay.
Pass.
Wait, you're passing me too?
No,
No.
she's taking my
Go
spot.
ahead.
Me?
Yeah, you can go.
Beat each other with tractor cranks.
Oh, we don't have a golden tractor crank this week, do we?
I thought we could award it to the drivers of Carroll County.
Oh, I think that's a really
just
good
like when
idea.
Time Magazine,
Yeah.
it gives their person of the year to you.
Right?
That kind
Yeah.
of cop out. Yeah, we'll see how many times in a row we have to do that one.
I think it's going to be a lot.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a lot.
My other idea for what you could do with your lover this weekend is that you could download the DTF, the Carroll County DTF,
Yes.
and really just get into that together.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep.
This is seriously my favorite top 10.
Do a little investigating.
You could get matching DTF tattoos.
Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah, his and hers,
Oh,
or
yeah.
whatever and whatever's.
That'd be really good.
Obviously, it means drug task force.
Right.
Obviously.
Obviously.
I think that's 9.
Okay.
That's 8.
Yeah.
Randy be 9 and Sherry would be 10. We would get up to our 10.
Are you sure? I thought.
Well, you know what? Who really cares? It's fucking Valentine's. It's made up shit anyway.
Oof.
You want me to do one more?
If you
Let's just do the number 1. Yeah.
I don't have it. I don't have a number 1 per se.
It's all
'Cause
one.
I'm still going to timpani it. It doesn't matter.
I can't even be enthusiastic.
Don't you
about
dare
this shit.
timpani.
I'm going to build this up.
Okay, for the special someone in your life, what you need to do this weekend is take a little trip to Tawnytown and buy him or her a machine gun.
Bam.
And take it to Pennsylvania afterwards.
Yeah, don't forget to cross state lines.
Yeah, gotta get a 1983 machine gun, take it to Pennsylvania. Pled guilty, by the way. Update. Pled guilty. Could be up to 10 years. I doubt it's going to be that much.
Somebody was
And-
watching Breaking Bad.
And it's apparently, like, when initially questioned, he said he didn't fire it. And then they did ballistic testing. They're like, are you sure that you didn't fire it? And he's like, oh, yeah, I'm recanting. I did fire it.
He fired the machine gun?
Not, no.
Does that make a difference in his case?
Well, I don't think it's like the issue is moving across state lines. But if the story was, oh, this is a Tawnytown weapon, I shouldn't have taken it up there. But like, I was just like doing some paperwork or whatever. Like, my bad. And he didn't fire it. It would be like, oh, well, okay, that's like a boneheaded move, but that's like more of a bureaucratic snafu. But if you fired it and it's supposed to be Tawnytown PD, you don't just generally just fire your weapon off the books, right? You take it to a range and fire it. You fire it in line of duty. And I think that the fact he lied about it and the fact that it sort of supports a fact pattern where he took it for himself
So
was a
shooting
problem.
tin cans in his backyard is not a good call.
No, what with a machine gun, just
He
unloading.
really wanted to knock them down.
Well, that's what you need machine guns for today's modern super game. So And the flying squirrel. How else do you get one of those suckers? Blasted to pieces.
Can we be done with this?
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. See you later.
Wait, no.
No.
That's not how we sign off.
I'm Dennis Twig.
I'm Randy Goldstein.
I'm Sherri Hosfeld Joseph.
Bye.